everybody have been talking about you. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Mid-America Dirt. I'm Skip, and I am super excited to be joined by Hayden Cardwell, Knoxville, Tennessee. Hayden, how are you doing today?
Good, man. How are you?
Doing good. You just got a big win this last
Yeah,
weekend, didn't you?
yeah,
You want
yeah,
to tell us about that?
yeah. Yeah. We traveled down to Lake City, Florida, Alltech for their annual Harvey Jones race, Harvey Jones Memorial. I know he was pretty much a legend, South Georgia, North Florida area. Don't know a whole lot about him, but you can tell it means a lot to the people down there. And it was a 10,000 to win cruiser sanction 604 race, and yeah, man, just that car's been really good there. Like I told you on the phone, we won the Powell Family Memorial there last year for 30, and that was the previous time we were there. So yeah, just awesome. I think it's more the race car than me at that place, to be honest with you. It's just perfect there. But yeah, Wendell does an amazing job. Qualified quick time in our group, 4 heat race groups. Won the heat race, started fourth, and didn't fire off very good. Almost fell back to fifth there early. And I guess the racetrack just really came to us there, and was able to pass Joseph Brown, I think somewhere on lap 29, and luckily hold on to win that deal. So yeah, it's the biggest win this year. So hopefully we can keep the momentum rolling forward.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, do you don't run Crate Racing USA points all the time, do you?
No, sir, we just kind of skip around and go where what makes sense for us.
I got you. So, are you running any points at all?
No, no, not at all
Okay.
this year.
Okay. All right. Now I know over in your area, the 604, what is it? The Best Punter 604.
Yeah, the
Uh,
best flower 604 series. Yeah.
and so do you run it as much as possible?
Yeah, I mean, we've actually ran every race this year, but with them, but we never really set out to run points. I think it was coming to this weekend that coming up that we were going to make a decision to rather push through with that deal or just kind of venture off and do our own thing. But it's a really good deal for guys here, and we have a ton of crate racers here. I think anybody will tell you our crate racing here is probably the toughest in the country. I think at least 15 of these guys down here that race on a weekly basis could go anywhere and win personally. But yeah, we just decided to kind of skip around and go to some of the crate racing races, and we're still going to hit some of the best farm races coming up for sure, though.
Yeah. Yeah. So for people that don't know, what you run a CVR, you run the CVR house car, is that right?
But yes, sir.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about that. How did you get in? Well, first of all, what does CVR stand for? Do you know?
Yeah, it's a Chip Vineyard race car.
Okay. Okay. All right. How did you get involved with that?
Yeah. So back in, I think I want to say it was 21 or 22. I got my first opportunity for a guy named Rusty Webb out of Seymour, and he had all CBR cars at the time, and I drove for him for 2 years, had a lot of success, and during that period, I just kind of built a friendship with Chip along the way, and it led into I think 23, maybe 24, somewhere on there. I started driving for him the first time, and I tell everybody I made a mistake, and I left him after 5 races to go drive for some other people, and yeah, just done him wrong, and then fortunate enough, this past or last year, he called me up and we worked out a deal, and it's been good ever since then.
Okay. And they're not just crate cars. I know that because I think Vic Hill's car, it's a CVR, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, yes, sir. We just don't really have a lot out there in the super world. I got like the money situation is probably the biggest thing with everything,
Yeah.
but it also takes a lot just for say like any of the national level guys to go out on a limb and go get a CVR or something like that locally and try to build a notebook when there isn't much other guys running supers to go off of, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you on that one. Yeah, I mean, you're kind of in paradise over there, in my opinion. I know a lot of people, I don't know, I've seen a lot of comments over time from, over in that area saying, too many late models or this and that. I mean, for me, for somebody that likes late models, it's paradise. Over here, where we're at, we don't have enough. I mean, there's nowhere near enough. We've got uh, one straight up, like we got a couple of limited series, right? We got a steel block series, we've got a limited series, and there's just not enough in my opinion. So when I came over there and saw the late model, man, I was pumped. I mean, it's
Yeah.
freaking awesome. I love it. And I know one of your guys is over here that races that 604 Welshin.
Yeah.
He's over
Oh
here at
yeah.
Summer Nationals
Oh
tonight
yeah.
at
That's
old number
that's my
one, pretty close to me.
that's one of my good buddies that we race with on that Best Plumber deal sometimes. I actually drove one of his cars. I actually had a personal one a couple years back, but Jason's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. I interviewed him over there at Bulls Gap. He seemed like a pretty
Yeah.
cool guy. And of
He,
course, I watch his TikTok too.
no, he's a
Just
handful now. You
always
got to
enter.
watch him. He's a
Yeah, I
handful.
know it's always entertaining. But so you started at. I know this. I know you come from a racing family. Kind of talk about that to folks, and it kind of goes way back racing for you and your family, right?
Yeah, to my best knowledge, I just started probably in the 80s or 90s with my great grandfather, Buster Carville at Atomic Speedway, and yeah, just kind of led in, generation after generation from there. My dad and his three brothers were with him every weekend, and now we just really just have a lot of Carvilles out there, and it's just it's crazy because really can't keep up with every one of them.
Yeah. Went over to see that 411 Speedway over there, and there were Cardwells, all over that board in there. So, I thought that was kind of neat to see that. So it's definitely a family tradition for y'all over there. It
Oh
seems.
yeah. Oh yeah, we missed
Uh,
411 too.
yeah, man, that stinks, man. I hate to see that. But it's happening everywhere, man. And I don't know what to do about it or what the solution is for that. But it's happening everywhere. That place. I mean, from some of the ones I've seen, I mean, I told my wife, I said, "Oh, look, it was almost turnkey." She's like, "That's not turnkey." I said, "Compared to some of the ones I've seen, some of the ones that are still running, I've been to some that are still in operation that are in way worse shape than that place.
Right.
I
Yeah,
mean, it looks like you could just go in there and get going."
yeah, that's for sure. And it was really a Class A facility. I mean, everything was good about it. They didn't have to do a whole lot to the racetrack. It was good every time we were there. And honestly, I'm just fortunate enough to be able to race at some of the places we do with everything that's went on. So definitely thankful for every racetrack that still spends all the money that it takes to get us there, and the
Yeah.
payouts and everything is crazy.
Yeah, and I talked to Knuckles about this when I was over there. You've got a bunch of tracks right there close to you, right? I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
there's
yeah.
several.
We used to have a couple more. Like you had Boyd's and East Ridge, which Chattanooga closest thing is set right there on Chattanooga, like the Georgia Tennessee state line right there. And then we had Mountain View that recently shut down last year, but I think that they said they were trying to figure out something there. And yeah, like we got Bulls Gap, Tazewell, I-75. There's and within a 100-mile radius, we have four or five tracks still.
Yeah, that's awesome. And some high bank tracks too, man. That's super awesome to see. Like I'd been to Bulls Gap when I was a kid, little
Oh
bitty
yeah.
kid back in I must have been like the late '80s, somewhere in the early '90s. And I went over there for that Gauntlet at the Gap, and I told folks that I have not been to a track where the cars, when I was at the infield wall, the cars were like I was looking up to see them. That was super cool,
Oh yeah,
super.
that
And
place is
they say Tazwell's was like even more banked.
Yeah, have you not ever been to Tazewell?
I
Yeah.
that Saturday night, I drove over there, just to look at it. But they got that place. A lot of tracks you can kind of look at it and see what it looks like. That place I can get close enough to see it. So
Yeah, you'll have to make a trip one day. It's like a bowl. Like you just kind of fall into the racetrack where it's at. So it's hard to see anything from
yeah,
outside the place. But it's probably the craziest track that we have for sure. Bulls Gap is close, but I would say Tazewell is a little bit more sketchy.
yeah, yeah. And we don't have that over here. I mean,
Uh,
most of them they got a little bit of banking. It's not much, but nothing like that over there.
yeah, but me personally, I would like to race out there. Like at some of the places that y'all have, it just there's nothing that really is out there or makes sense to come out there for.
Yeah, I know, man. That's why I like to see something pop up to where some of you guys at least one race or maybe two big races over here. Get some of y'all over here and let folks and let folks around here see you guys run. That'd
Oh,
be
yeah,
super
for
cool.
sure, for sure.
But okay, so let's talk about sim racing. You did some sim racing before you got started in this, right?
Okay, so I think it was probably, well, I know for a fact it was when I was a junior in high school. I never had a job in high school. Just the iRacing came out, I think 17 for the dirt side of it. It had already been around with the asphalt stuff for a while. And when it came out, I would say I was a sophomore in high school, but really started going after it hard when I was a junior. And yeah, just they would have money races that paid $400 or $500 like each night during the week. And just really that's all I did for 12, 13 hours of a day is just play on a computer with a wheel and pedals, little setup, and my mom and dad got for me. And come 2020, that's when the World Outlaws had been doing their own series for iRacing and putting quite a bit of money together for it. I ended up winning the championship for that, which was 10,000, and then won like every big race they had on that year to like a total of I think it was like 34 to $32,000 in that year of just being a junior in high school. And it's hard to simulate like racing around cars, like actually for the first time being around everybody. But I've always told people if I didn't do it, I don't think I would have picked up as fast as I did. Like I think like the simple basics of everything like gas, brake, and steering wheel inputs definitely helped a lot to like pick up sooner than most people.
So then 604 and 602, you just swap the motors out, decide depending on what you're gonna race that weekend, or how does that work?
We're fortunate we have two cars. Chip has his
Oh,
house
okay,
car. Chip has his house
I
car,
got
and
you.
then there's a guy named Andy Dill that helps us out a ton. It's his 602 car, but we just kind of race wherever. He kind of helps us out a lot with that thing. So fortunate enough, we don't have to switch motors each time. But yeah.
Okay, okay. So is there a big noticeable difference in between the power and the speed of a 604 and a 602 for you?
I not there's not a lot, but like the biggest thing is you're not carrying a ton more speed because the 604 I think only has like 40 to 50 more
50 more
horsepower, something like
horsepower.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. But I know the 60 they're both really torquey motors and like really they take off good. But just the way you kind of have to drive them is a little bit different because like you wouldn't think it, but like if you get that 602 car just a little bit too tight, you're terrible. Like you have to be freed
Okay.
up to where you just keep the motor running the whole time. So like there's not a ton different, but like you kind of set the cars up the same way, just the driving style just changes just a little bit.
Okay. And do you use adjustable shocks on both of them?
The 602 car, you're only allowed to run non-adjustable stuff no matter what, everywhere you go, and then the 604 stuff is pretty much open to whatever.
Okay. All right. Is there certain shock setup that you like better, like a brand or anything like that, or
For the
is there
last
something that
Yeah, for
works
the
better
last
for
two
you?
years, we've just been on straight Penske. We've had a really good
Okay.
relationship with those guys over there, and we just kind of stuck with them on both cars.
Okay. Now let me ask you this question: what's your favorite track over there?
In Tennessee,
Yeah.
Bulls Gap for sure, man.
Okay.
It's crazy. It took me till this past year to finally win there. It had been eating me up, but this way I kind of drive kind of fits my driving style a lot, and it's a blast, really.
I got you. I, did you win? Did you win at Bulls Gap like before the Gauntlet at the Gap,
I
or
won. I think it was Wednesday night.
that's right? Because when I
The
went over there,
sportsman,
they
the
were saying
sportsman,
that
the sportsman
guy.
race.
That's right. Guys were
Yes.
saying, yeah, that you won that the night
Yes.
before. I didn't get to see it. I got there on Thursday. So yeah, I wish I'd have seen that. That'd have been super
Yeah,
cool,
it was
man.
a crazy race.
Uh, so yeah, and that's another thing. I mean, you've even got sportsman late models over there.
Yeah, I forgot to mention like that. Like on a weekly show, sometimes down here they'll run limited 602, 604, and the sportsman class, which personally, in my opinion, I think it's too much in one night. I know like some fans would love to see all eight model classes, but some
I
other
know
fans
some.
don't.
Right.
Some other fans don't. And but some nights it's plumb full like that, and the sportsman class is really just non-adjustable shocks, and you can run a 604 motor and kind of like a small built motor, which I'm not sure like on the specs on that because whenever we run it, we just change to our non-adjustable shocks, and we're legal for it.
I gotcha. I gotcha. Who's your biggest competition over there? If you had to name a couple, who's your biggest competition over there in East Tennessee?
Just it's hard to say because everybody's good around here. I
They're
mean,
all good.
yeah, like William Blankenship, he's at a McMinnville. He's really good, and let's see here. Corey, of course. He's
Yeah.
if he shows up, he's going to be tough to beat. And it's too hard to list because I don't want to piss nobody off. But I mean, there really is a long list of guys that are
I
good.
got you, man. I got you. Yeah, it's definitely a racing country over there, man, for sure. I do want to get back over there and watch some more racing, mate. I'd love to see Tazewell. I'd
Yeah,
love to
it's
see that
it's
place.
crazy.
Love to see it. So, what's the plan for the future, man? You gonna just stay doing this, or you want to try to get up into supers at some point, or what? What are you thinking on that?
I mean, the super stuff has always been my dream as a little kid. Like that's what I've always wanted to do. Someday if the opportunity allows to make a living out of it, if at all possible, or just have an opportunity at some point. Like I'm just trying to do the best that I can, or if somebody ever helps Chip out with an engine program, I think he'd be more than happy now to go super racing. But yeah, just I'm happy with what I'm doing now, and honestly, just still living a dream, but
Yeah,
not doing it as a living. So yeah, it's still a blast.
yeah. I mean, there's people don't realize. I mean, you guys, you work your butts off all week during the day, get home, probably work on your cars and stuff, and then go race, fix stuff, all after that the next week. So, I mean, it's not easy, is it?
No, it's not easy, but I'm fortunate enough that I'm in a spot where Chip and his guys, they kind of take care of everything, which kind of takes a lot of stress off me. So I don't have anything to worry about that on that part.
You can
But
just go hop in and drive.
yeah, if it was that simple. But it kind of puts more stress on me, to be honest with you, because I know that I have the car capable enough to win pretty much everywhere we go. So I put a lot of stress on me to try to do the best that I can each night. But I can
I
also
gotcha.
focus on myself.
Yeah. So, what do you think about, man? What do you think about the cost of all this stuff? It does it. I mean, I don't know. It seems to me like it's kind of going the way of NASCAR to the super stuff, man. You can't. You got to have some serious, serious money or some serious, serious sponsors to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's only a few guys that actually can do it with just money. I think, if there wasn't the help that people had in the sport, I don't know how super racing is still alive, to be honest with you. Like, I know there's still a lot of good supporters out there that, help those teams travel up and down the year because, I've seen some of your recent podcasts with like Benji and other guys that talk about how much it costs to run a national series. And, yeah, I mean, I don't know if you would call it a good state right now, but like I said earlier, I'm just fortunate enough to still to be able to do what we all love to do. So yeah, I mean, the pricing stuff is affected everybody, not just like it's affected like the smaller teams to the national
Yeah,
teams.
yeah,
Like everything is just skyrocketed, not even just in racing as well.
yeah. 100%. Now, how cool would it be to have a bunch of those races like you won this weekend? That would help late malls, I think, out a lot if you could get a bunch of, you know, high paying crate late model races like that. I'd like to see
Yeah,
a lot more of that.
yeah. I mean, honestly though, like, I mean, for like, I mean, I think there is right now really. I mean, there's probably close to 10,000 or more crate races a year that we have to go to nowadays. So you know, it's kind of crazy because people ask like why you crate race and stuff. It's just cheaper, and we race for the same amount of money on, instead of like the crown jewels and like a woo race or something, but like
Right.
your local like Schaefer's deal or like a smaller super series like regional tour stuff. We race for the same amount of money that they do with a whole lot less amount of money in our motors.
100%. 100%. Because you can get what? You can get three or four fully dressed out 604s for what you can get a new supermoto
Yeah,
for, right?
yeah, it'll be close to that, and you can make it last a lot longer on laps as well.
Yeah. How many laps do you get out of one of those?
I think one time it's probably not the smartest. I think we got 3,500 laps out of one motor, and it was
Nice.
clapped out by then. I know Mike Knuckles. I know him pretty well. I know the crate motor that he's got in his car right now is really, really freaking old, and they probably need a new one. But it has a ton of laps on it.
Yeah. That's super cool, man. That's good to hear. I mean, there's motors popping everywhere. I mean, there's all kind of guys over here that are losing motors just left and right. I mean, it's, I know that's just the way it is, but dadgum, man, I've just seen a bunch of them go, and I don't know if it's, that's just the way it is, or somebody's not taking care of stuff like they're supposed to, or they're not. It's the parts. I don't know, but I There's been a lot of them over here in our area. I know
Yeah,
that, and
it's
I don't
crazy
think it's just
because
here. I think it's everywhere.
yeah, like I don't know a whole lot about those super motors, but you gotta think when one goes boom, it's probably at minimum 50,000 or something for that they just spent on that motor and just gone down
Yep.
the drain like that. So
Listen, I know a guy that spent 40 grand on one that had, I don't know, a couple hundred laps on it, I think. 40 grand. He went out and I think maybe hot lapped one or two times, gone.
that's
I'm
terrible.
like,
That's
yeah, it
terrible.
is.
I'll be crying.
Yeah. I mean, and this is not, we're not talking big national guys over here either. That's a big hit for these guys over here a lot. Most of them.
Yeah, for
Big
sure.
hit. How's the rain been affecting you over there, Hayden? Has it
Quite a
affected you as bad as us over here?
quite a bit, man. Honestly, like the last 4 weekends, we've got fortunate enough, but like some of the races that we were supposed to go to ended up getting rained out. Like it would be beautiful Monday through Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it just
Yes.
rains like hell. So
Yes.
it's
I
been a
tell
it's been a
people,
problem.
man, they're going to have to switch to racing on like Tuesday and Wednesday. I mean,
Yeah,
for real, because it's like it just rains every weekend. That's like this last weekend. We had the Hayden Ross Memorial over here at Thunderbird Speedway,
yeah,
which is one of the biggest races for us over here in this part of the world. And they got Friday night in, and man, it came a shower. It's not a shower. It came a freaking flood that night, and Saturday night canceled. I mean, it's happened so much. And
yeah.
it's been on the weekend. And like you said, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I mean, beautiful weather. But when that weekend starts rolling around, here comes the rain.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I don't know. I don't know what we got to do about it to
I don't
not
know.
make it rain on the weekend, but
I don't know. What do you think? I don't know if it'll work over here. I think you could probably do some. I think you probably do some midweek racing
it would be
and do pretty
tough.
good
It would be tough for some of the guys down here,
on the
but
working guys. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
but I would be down. I would do it.
Heck, I try to at least, right?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I
For
mean, that's
sure.
like they're racing tonight over there at Old Number One. So I bet that place will be packed.
Where
But
is
you
that place
shouldn't.
at?
It's East Arkansas. It's
Okay.
about I don't know, like an hour and a half west of Memphis.
Okay. I'm
Super
pretty sure.
cool,
I'm pretty sure
super
one of
cool
the
little
guys that
track.
we race with sometimes on the cruiser tour is from the Memphis area and has ran a crate there before whenever it was just like a decently paying show, I think.
Yeah, yeah. But there's a lot of guys that have been on the podcast that are down there racing tonight, and like I said, guys from your neck of the woods that are over here racing. So
Oh yeah.
that's pretty cool stuff. Uh, well, Hayden, man, I'm going to let you get off here. I appreciate you coming on and talking to me. It was super good to meet you face to face.
Oh yeah.
If not online, but and talk to you. Do you have anybody you want to thank while I
Yeah,
got you
man.
on here?
I just like to thank CVR Race Cars and Chip Vineyard for everything that he's done in my whole racing career. I probably wouldn't be to the point that I am today without him. Andy Dill Trucking, that man does a ton for us, and if it was for him, we wouldn't be able to go to some of the races that we go to these days. And Penske Racing Shocks, DJ's Performance Racing Engines, Excess Power Batteries. Let's see. Velocity by Melissa Markowitz. She's always keeping us fresh on all of our suit and gear. And Vineyard Landscapes, Vineyard Enterprises. Uh, they're Chip's family members, and they do a ton for us as well. Just everybody that supports me, and I just look forward to racing every time we can. And I thank my beautiful wife Nikki for dealing with all this racing that we do for sure. And yeah, just everybody, man.
Yeah. Do you have any merch? Do you have
Yes,
merch
sir.
available?
Yes,
Where
sir.
can people get that? Hey,
I would have to ask her exactly what whatever the website name is, but if you go look at our Facebook page, Hayden Cardwell Motorsports, I'm pretty sure there's a link in the bio there to go buy
okay.
merchandise.
I'll find it when I'm editing this. I'll put it in the description, and so folks can go there and check that out. And then on all the clips I put out, I'll try to get that on there for you.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah,
Um,
thank you.
but man, Hayden, thanks for coming on here and talking to me, man. I really appreciate it, and hopefully here before too awful long, get to see you race in person, man.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, dude. Thanks for having me as well.
Yeah,
I
thank
know
you,
we've,
man.
we've been
See you.
we've been trying for a minute, but we've been wide open. So yeah, we appreciate it, dude.
I hear you. I hear you. See you, man.
All right, thank you, dude.